Alright, so before I get into the video, I bought some new light bulbs. I'm going to try them out. This is one click with two light bulbs on. Two front light bulbs on. It is really bright. There's light everywhere. Okay, so anyway, this video is going to be a little different. The stuff I wanted to do, I'm actually working on this video as I'm doing it right now. So the issue was that some of the videos didn't turn out the way I wanted them to. You could hear stuff in the back. Sound was all distorted. Kind of sucked. I had some stuff I wanted to show. It's beautiful, beautiful weather here. I may just put in a small clip of this stuff. Who knows if I'm able to actually get it working properly. My God, that's really bright and warm. This video is going to go through the switch, and then I'll talk about some stuff afterwards, and then I will see you guys after all those clips back here. So let's go. This is how you get jacked up going to a food store. No. Okay. So I'm thinking about getting some Spanish style rice and some kielbasa sausage. I'm gonna chop that up, put it in it. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see what I can find. So, woo, shopping. Woo. All right. So it is about 9:30-ish, about 9:30 at night. I'm gonna call it quits for today, but today I wanted to try something different. I don't normally carry, I'm talking very lightly because I don't want to wake anyone in the house, but I don't really like taking lunch to work. It's just, I'll take a snack, but I won't take lunch. Not a fan of it. However, I wanted to try something different. So I got some jambalaya rice, and I cooked up some kielbasa sausage, ring bologna to go in it. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Here. So it's actually quite delicious. It looks a little bit more yellow on the camera than it should, but it is so delicious. So I'm going to package this up and get it ready for work. Doing a thing of laundry. Got this done, doing laundry. I'm probably going to make some more of this throughout the week. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Okay, so I was going to talk about the Switch in my last video, but since that one was more based on my art, I wanted to try and make some room in the next video to talk about it. So here we go. Okay, so if anyone knows me from Twitch or from Twitter or Facebook, or if you're part of my friends and family, you know that I have very strong feelings toward the Switch. First, I want to go over what exactly are the pros and cons that I see to the Switch. And then I'll go into why I actually purchased it. So, pros. Okay, the screen, good size. It's a very playable size if you're taking it on an airplane, if you're going on a long trip somewhere. It's very easy. The camera isn't going to do the screen justice. It's a very bright screen. Right now I only have Stardew Valley and Skyrim on it. I'll get into that in a little bit as to why I have those two on here. Overall, the interface is really good. I feel it really flows together. It really does the games justice. I was a little worried about getting games like Skyrim on there, seeing that they're so big and they're mammoth games. Especially Doom. Doom is a game I wanted to pick up later down the road. Doom actually looked amazing on the Switch, so that's a definite must-buy. So one of the things I really like about this is that it's a C for a plug. It's not a micro USB, it's a C port. So is my Pixel 2. So I have a portable charger that works with the Pixel 2. It also works with this, which just adds to it. I also like where the buttons are positioned. Power button is up on top along with the volume controls, and then on this side that's where you put the game cartridge. It also has a jack up on top for audio, then your left and right bumpers and triggers. One cool thing about the bottom is this little latch down here. It's a pain in the butt to do one-handed. It's a little tough, so I'm going to put the camera down and open it with my other hand. Okay, so now that I got it open, you can see there's a little notch in there as well. That's actually where you put the micro USB, or the USB, the micro SD card. You can, and I'll get into that later on, it's a con for me, but you can upgrade it to, I want to say they go, it could take up to 2 terabytes. But I honestly would only go up to like 64. So I think that's all I'm really going to need out of it. I may need a lot more. We'll see. As far as the controllers go, I like them. I like how they're set. The only issue with them is it it has taken me a while to get used to them compared to how the Xbox 360 or the PS4 controller was for Skyrim or Stardew Valley. They are set up a little differently with the A and B buttons. You could go in and set those, but it kind of reacts differently with Skyrim. So I had to go back and set it to default. Other than that, the controls are actually just fine. You can either have them like this on the side of it, which is fantastic if I'm just laying in bed and I want to play a game, or you can have them like this. Hello. Okay, so as just a tablet, see my Minecraft Legos, as just a tablet, it works just fine. It's not that much smaller, I guess, than a mini tablet. Like I said, it's not a huge deal breaker for me. It's a little small, but I feel it's a good size if you're going on a trip. Now, you can have the Joy-Cons separately. Oops, press the button. You can have them separately like this, or you can attach them to this. Now, I actually feel this is a pretty good segue into the cons. I'm going to let the light go off. This is a nice setup. However, it's a teensy bit small. This is a PS3 or a PS4 controller, sorry. This is a PS4 controller. It's not ridiculously smaller, but it's small enough to make a difference. So, unfortunately, it's not a huge difference, but it is enough of a difference to make it annoying. I think I'm going to end up going with a Pro controller, just because they are a tad bit bigger. I got a scuff on my PlayStation 4 controller. But yep, that's about it for the controller. So I only really have one other con for the system itself. Well, besides the fact that I think Nintendo continuously rips off their people and they never put their games on a proper sale. That's not the case though. With the Switch, I hate the fact that it only comes in a 32 gigabyte hard drive. I know a lot of people get on my case saying, well, everything's on the cards, everything's on the cartridges. That's not the point. When you go from a $300 system with only a 32 gigabyte hard drive like the Switch over to a less expensive PS4 with a terabyte hard drive, there's a huge difference. Not to mention the PS4 could do a ton more. The only thing you're paying for with the $300 price is the portability. And that's why I actually got it. I had to change, that got really bright all of a sudden. I had to change my thinking when it came to the Switch. Instead of looking at it as a console, because comparison console to console, the Switch compared to the Xbox One or the PS4, it sucks. I know I'm going to get heat for that, but it does. It sucks. Compared to, and I'm talking stat-wise, not game-wise. Now, take the Switch compared to a gaming laptop, and the Switch, I feel, wins. You saw that I had Skyrim and Stardew Valley on there. There's a reason for that. They're the two biggest games I play on the PC. I can get them on the Switch. $300 Switch, $1,000 laptop. You could see which way I was going to go with that. That is literally the biggest sway for me to get the Switch, was an alternative to PC gaming as a mobile thing. There is my Switch review. Overall, am I happy I got it? Yes. It's actually getting me downstairs to exercise more too. If I go on the treadmill or if I'm on the bike and I don't want to play my 3DS, I'll play Skyrim or Stardew Valley. So, there. Okay, so one thing we're actually doing in my family to prepare ourselves for the Disney trip coming up, my mom actually has one in September, and then she's going along with me and my two aunts in December. So she got lucky and she got 2 trips. But some of the stuff they may have forgotten over the years in the Disney films, or they may not have seen all of them. So what I did was I went through each of the Disney parks with the help of my mom, picked all of the major characters that are represented in each park. I then went through 22, 2 for each month leading up until our trip, and we have to watch 2 movies, and I made sure to pick the characters that were super relevant to the parks. And then we have to watch 2 movies I randomly draw from a hat each month. They represent specific parts of the parks. This month, Alice in Wonderland. See if I can get the other one on here. Alice in Wonderland and Fantasia. Sorry, my voice is a little raspy tonight. The original Fantasia. Fantasia was a pain in the butt to find. We found it on Amazon, but it was like $40, 30 or $40. But it's a pain in the butt to find, and it's super hard, super rare. So, Alice in Wonderland we just finished today. Fantasia I finished a day ago. Love both of them. Forgot how long Fantasia was. It's like 120. I know it's over a little over 2 hours. So if you want to sit down and watch Fantasia, make sure you set aside some time to watch it. Not as long as Mary Poppins though. Alright, there is something I did want to talk about with you guys. If you guys had the chance, would you give up everything you're doing to switch over to YouTube and do YouTube full time? That is so bright. I mean, it makes me look angelic, but holy cow. Okay, so I watch a guy who does bushcraft. And for any of you who don't know, bushcraft is when you're going out with minimal supplies, you're living out in the woods, that type of thing. But he was also a teacher. He ran his channel while also running his dad's channel, who does a fishing channel. So he's got a full plate. He quit teaching to become a YouTuber full-time for bushcraft. Now, bushcraft isn't a huge field. Like Disney vlogging. Vlogging for Disney isn't really a huge field either. You're going to have a lot of tourists watching them, but you're not going to get the same numbers compared to, like, say, PewDiePie or any of the bigger YouTubers. Understandably. But my question to you guys would be, if you had the opportunity to quit whatever you were doing and become a full-time YouTuber for whatever you want to be, whether it's a Disney vlogger, whether it's a gamer, a Let's Player, if you're doing bushcraft, if you're doing a cooking channel, car channel, whatever, would you do it? Honestly, I don't know. I've thought about it, and if I say got 200,000 subscribers, 300,000 maybe, I might even do it at 200,000, to be honest with you. I don't know. It's kind of a gray area. I would probably quit everything I was doing just to do this full time. If art and gaming and Disney for my channel produced enough for me to make a English, I can't even say the word, suitable income to live off of. So leave a comment down below if you would or would not quit YouTube, or quit what you were doing to be a YouTuber full time. And to bring this back full circle, it is now the 22nd of January. I was going to say December. I'm still in last month. So yeah, went back to work. I wanted to put this video up like last week. It just kind of dragged on. I really couldn't get the strength to sit down on a computer and just plow through it. I wasn't expecting work to be as stressful as it was, especially last week. Last week was just brutal. Something may come of that, which I'll explain in a much later video. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for sticking around. I will see you in the next video. Take care, and yeah, peace out.